laboratory ey'ebyenjigiriza n'ebyemizannyo liri mu kifo kigazi bulungi. Lirina computer lab, ekisaawe ky'ebyemizannyo, omugunjulo ebitone by'abaana. Bw'otuleetera omwana wo obeera n'obukakafu abaana bayita bulungi ebigezo, bagunjula bulungi mu mpisa ne mu ddeeni, ebisulo byabwe bya mulembe ddala ate nga balabirirwa bulungi. Life Primary School lisangibwa Seeta Bajjo, kilomita 1.5 okuva ku Jinja Kampala Highway, okyamira ku Kigunga Trading Center. Okwewandiisa kugenda maaso ku ssomero wennyini. Okumanya ebisingawo kuba ku nnamba za simu zino 0768 59 57 12 oba 0743 35 55 25. Life Primary School, Seeta Bajjo, Future Transformers.
Evening Uganda, and welcome to Newsnight on Top TV. I'm Ashamuya. Thank you for joining us today. It's a Friday, 29th of May 2026. We begin with UNEB. The Uganda National Examination Board has extended the registration of primary leaving examination from 31st May to 30th June of 2026. The Executive Director of UNEB, Dan Odong, announced this during a media brief at Media Center. The newly validated schools in Uganda, especially those taking the primary section, are allowed and given permission to do the registration since it has been extended.
Registering the third cohort of our learners under the competency-based curriculum. And this curriculum requires that candidates register for a minimum of 8 subjects and a maximum of 9 subjects. Continuous assessment scores for these subjects offered, as well as the project scores, will be a requirement for certification.
This extension is communicated by the Executive Director of Uganda Examination Board, Dan Odong.
June 30th, we shall have another 1 month up to the end of July for what we call the late registration period. During that late registration period, there will be a surcharge levied on those that will not have abided by the deadline.
Odongo says that out of the 880,000 candidates expected to register, so far 673,992 candidates are registered already for primary 7 leaving examination.
880,000 PLE candidates. We have so far, by this morning, registered 673,992, which is about 77%. Which is a very good turn-up.
He further narrates how many candidates in UCE and USE that have been registered.
For the UCE, we expect to register close to 500,000 this year. We have already passed the 50% mark. We have registered 299,483 candidates. And USCE, we expect this year to register about 180,000.
He calls on the schools which have not yet compiled in registering their candidates to do so because there is hope that board may further extend the registration period, hence asking schools not to bother and hike parents' hearts. Odongo has cautioned schools not to relax since they have given them more time, but it's just to give them some breathing space.
Of 50% for UCE and the UACE. But for primary, that surcharge will be 100%. Sounds much, but because primary, the examination fees is quite low, so 100% is not a very significant figure. But we would like to encourage all centers to ensure that we take advantage of this extension that the board has given so as not to bother parents paying this registration, this late charge.
According to Uganda Examination Board, Act Caps 259 in the laws of Uganda allows the board to extend the dates to allow those who have not been able to finish in a given window period to do the needful. UNEB has warned schools not to charge exorbitant fees.
All schools that are under UPE will have their fees paid by government. USP or UCE will also have their fees paid by government, and the UPS, the Uganda Certificate of Education, the fee.
Ministry of Water and Environment has announced the seasonal climate outlook over Uganda. While addressing journalists today at Uganda Media Center, the Permanent Secretary Dr. Alfred Okoti Okidi said that drier conditions will set in after the month of August.
The Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Water and Environment, Dr. Alfred Okot Okidi, says that isolated rains are expected in the sub-region of Rwenzori by the end of June, and the place will be too dry starting from the month of August. Central region, that includes Lyantonde, Kasanda, Mubende, Nakaseke, Nakasongola, they will receive light rain season during the first week of June.
July and August 2026 climate outlook indicates that most part of the country are expected to receive near normal to below normal. That is near average to below average rainfall. And the temperatures are expected to be warmer than average. Isolated rains are expected over this region around the first week of June. Thereafter, dry conditions are expected to set in and prevail over the region up to the end of the forecast period.
Okidi adds that the weather changes will affect some sectors like agriculture and food security.
With the southwestern highlands, which has the districts of Kabale, Kisoro, Rukunjiri, Kanungu, Ruchika, Rubanda, Bushenyi, Rubirizi, Mitoma, Buejo, Shema, Rwampara, and Tungambo districts. The current dry condition over this region is expected to give way to light isolated rainfall from early to mid-June. Thereafter, the dry season is expected to set in until the end of the forecast period. Overall, below normal, that is drier than normal conditions, are expected to prevail during the forecast period in the above-mentioned districts.
Okidi narrates the implication of the June, July, and August.
Western regions are expected to experience below normal conditions, that is drier conditions, thus impacting various socioeconomic sectors, particularly agriculture and food security, health and water resources, among others.
Officials from the Ministry of Water and Environment through Department of Meteorological Services will continue monitoring the weather patterns and regulate issue updates to support planning and decision making.
But also the temperatures are going to be a lot warmer than the average. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, I urge all stakeholders to use this forecast for strategic planning and informed decision making to enhance food security, protect livelihoods, and strengthen climate resilience.
These are values, they vary from one place to another.
The predicted rainfall and temperature requires timely action to mitigate risks and take advantage of favorable conditions, so that the forecast should guide planning in all climate-sensitive sectors to enhance economic resilience, community well-being.
The FDC President, Engineer Patrick Amriat Oboy, has warned the government against any corruption that may incur in the fight against Ebola outbreak. He said many authorities have already set up where they may spend money and set up unnecessary operation of Ugandans, as this time it should not be done. To say this, he has been in FDC Central Executive Committee meeting held at party headquarters in Najanankumbi.
While we believe that the protection of lives is a priority, government must avoid panic-driven decisions that end up adversely affecting ordinary citizens more than the disease itself would do. We have seen the cancellation of Mother's Day national celebrations, and I think this is the first time it's happening, restrictions on gatherings, the lockdown of some parts of the country such as the Greater Mubende areas, and the closure of businesses. We have also learned that the government has decided to close all borders with DRC. Ebola has existed in Uganda since the year 2000. So this is not the first outbreak, but every outbreak should strengthen our preparedness instead of becoming an excuse for excessive restrictions and misuse of state funds. We want to caution government against repeating the mistakes made during the COVID-19 lockdowns, which left many Ugandans economically shattered and struggling to recover even up to today. It would therefore be irresponsible to impose harsh restrictions again without considering how citizens will survive. Government should prioritize measures that stop the spread of the disease while allowing Ugandans to continue earning a living wherever possible. The FDC also warns against corruption and abuse of public funds during this crisis. Ugandans remember how huge sums of money meant for COVID-19 response disappeared through inflated procurement and mismanagement. Finally, the World Health Organization has issued guidelines on how to prevent the spread of this virus, and we call upon all Ugandans to follow these guidelines. The FDC wishes to commit to the dissemination of these guidelines across.
Still on Newsnight, let's take a very short break. We will be right back.
Tired of the limits? Tired of slow connections? It's time to break free. Introducing BCC Net from Blue Crane Communications. Choose the package that fits your life. BCC Lite, 20 Mbps. BCC Pro, 50 Mbps. Or BCC Extreme, 100 Mbps. For every need, every moment. Learning, conferencing, gaming, and so much more. Switch to BCC Net today. BCC Net, fast, reliable, and true unlimited internet. Blue Crane Communications is regulated by Uganda Communications Commission.
omuzadde yenna weetaaga okuwa omwana wo omusijja omulungi mu byenjigiriza kati kankwanjulire Life Primary School Seetabajjo lino ly'essomero lyokka gy'ogenda okutwala omwana wo omuto afune ebyenjigiriza nga bya mulembe. Essomero lino lyakakasibwa Ministry ey'ebyenjigiriza n'ebyemizannyo liri mu kifo kigazi bulungi, lirina computer lab, ekisaawe ky'ebyemizannyo, omugunjulo ebitone by'abaana. Bw'otuleetera omwana wo obeera n'obukakafu abaana bayita bulungi ebigezo, bagunjula bulungi mu mpisa ne mu ddeeni, ebisulo byabwe bya mulembe ddala ate nga balabirirwa bulungi. Life Primary School lisangibwa Seetabajjo, kilomita 1.5 okuva ku Jinja Kampala Highway, okyamira ku Kigunga Trading Center. Okwewandiisa kugenda maaso ku ssomero wennyini. Okumanya ebisingawo kuba ku nnamba z'essimu zino 0768 59 57 12 oba 0743 35 55 25. Life Primary School Seetabajjo, Future Transformers.
Dear parent, let me introduce to you an exceptional school that will impact your child tremendously, called High School Seetabajjo, Kampala. When you bring your child to Code High School, they won't only excel in academics but will also acquire life skills training in catering, hairdressing, tailoring, driving and mechanics, computer skills, language lessons in Swahili and French, and more. Registration is in progress at Code High School campus or Makere Kavli office. For more information, call us on 0773 295 900. Code High School Seetabajjo, Kampala. Building leaders now.
Up in the morning to gather their strengths on how to hate you. Abantu abamu bakeera ku makya n'azuukuka ng'asonda maanyi g'akulaba ngeri gy'anaakukyawa. Never did anything to anybody. Tolina kikyamu kyonna kye wali omukozi. Somebody decides naye olina asalawo akakazi ako nkakyawa nja kaloga. I hate that lady. I will bewitch her. So we have a hostile world. We have our own issues. And we have demons to fight. Thank God. Our God is a deliverer. Our God is our strong tower. Our God is powerful. Our God is ready. He is our shoulder. He is our power. He is the one who is willing to deliver you from the hostile world in Jesus' name. The physical enemies, the internal enemies inside of you. How many say have internal enemies? The things that you hate, but they are still inside of you. The way you feel. Deliver you this day in Jesus' name.
Dear parent, let me introduce to you an exceptional school that will impact your child tremendously, called High School Seetabajjo, Kampala. When you bring your child to Code High School, they won't only excel in academics but will also acquire life skills training in catering, hairdressing, tailoring, driving and mechanics, computer skills, language lessons in Swahili and French, and more. Registration is in progress at Code High School campus or Makere Kavli office. For more information, call us on 0773 295 900. Code High School Seetabajjo, Kampala. Building leaders now. Top TV. Enjoy.
Tired of the limits? Tired of slow connections? It's time to break free. Introducing BCC Net from Blue Crane Communications. Choose the package that fits your life. BCC Lite, 20 Mbps. BCC Pro 50 Mbps or BCC Extreme 100 Mbps. For every need, every moment, learning, conferencing, gaming, and so much more. Switch to BCC Net today. BCC Net, fast, reliable, and true unlimited internet. Ukraine Communications is regulated by Uganda Communications Commission.
Top TV, enjoy.
I'm back from that very short break, still on Newsnight. The Speaker of Parliament, Jacob Oboth, has officially closed the 3-day orientation of the members of Parliament. The 3-day activities was meant to familiarize the members of Parliament with the various ways of how Parliament operates and how they can access services.
The Speaker of Parliament, Honorable Jacob Oboth, has urged members of Parliament to save and plan for their retirement, although they are just starting their legislative service. On saying this, the Speaker was closing the 3-day orientation activity for the members of Parliament, which has ended today.
I'm immensely gratified to speak to you at the close of this 3-day orientation exercise. I take this opportunity to commend you for your participation at yesterday's House sitting. Your attendance was impressive. I urge you to maintain that level of dedication throughout the 12th Parliament.
Honorable Oboth has said the members of Parliament should take use of the parliamentary circle because it has always helped many.
We must exude conduct worthy of honorable members at all times. Let us have respect for one another and harness unity in diversity. The jury is out on the legislature and we must live up to the high standards with which the public is already judging us.
During the 3 days, members of Parliament gathered at Parliament in Kampala and they were getting clarification in issues like travelling committees and how their spouses can benefit from the Parliament, among other queries and clarifications.
On 4th of June this year, we shall receive the address of His Excellency, the President, on the State of the Nation at Kololo Ceremonial Grounds. Therefore, on 11th of June, thereafter, on 11th of June, His Excellency, the President, will deliver the budget speech for financial year 2026-2027. And on the 15th to 19th, you will hold the induction seminar for the 12th Parliament.
Meanwhile, the clerk to Parliament, Adolphe Mwesige, underscored the issues of many of the MPs not having the knowledge on how to use the iPads, stating that they will provide some of the session on how to use the 2.5 million gadget.
The appointments by His Excellency the President of Cabinet Ministers and Ministers of State starting on Monday, the 1st of June 2026 at 10 a.m. in Conference Hall A, downstairs.
Some members of Parliament have shared their experience after the orientation.
Was to ensure that we comply and observe the regulations, the rules of procedure, observe conduct, the code of conduct, and then respect ourselves, not only outside, but also in the house.
Ebaza obukulembeze bwa Parliament abakugu awamu n'obukulembeze obwalondeddwa okututeerawo embeera eno y'okutendekebwa kubanga buli omu avudde gy'avudde naddala ffe abagenda okubeera ababaka abapya nga bye tusuubira ku nzirukanya y'emirimu gya Parliament si bwe bibeera. So tuteekateekeddwa newankubadde nga ebintu bingi nnyo bagezaako okubifunza mu budde obusoboka naye tusuubira nti kiina enjawulo gye kitaddewo ku lulimi olukozesebwa mu Parliament, amateeka agagobererwa bye tubadde tusuubira n'enkola gye tubadde tukolamu mu bitundu bye tubadde tukampeyiningiramu wano si bwe kijja okuba.
Now declare this orientation exercise closed.
Our broadcast tonight, councillors of Namugongo Division, one of the 3 divisions that make Chira municipality, have been sworn in and pledged to fulfill the promises they made to the voters during the campaign period.
That I will be faithful.
Namugongo Division councillors in Kila municipality have taken their oath today, and these are set to start work officially according to the Constitution of Uganda.
3 Namugongo councillors you can comfortably address people by your name and title.
The swearing-in ceremony was held at Glorian Gardens in Namugongo and was presided over by Kira Municipality Town Clerk Benoniga.
Faithful service to this council and support and uphold the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda.
A total of 40 councillors, including the division chairperson Moses Hauber of the National Resistance Movement, took the oath of office. Before administering the oath, Benoniga revealed that the administration had already sworn in among leaders from the 3 divisions of Kira, Namugongo and Kira Division.
In a day for swearing in councillors and L3 chairpersons for the 3 divisions of Kira Division, Namugongo Division and Railway Division.
Yiga urged leaders not to become reluctant because of the position they attained, reminding them they are not the first people to hold such offices.
To avoid excitement, however, but at the same time, work towards collaboration, towards teamwork, towards honesty, towards humility, and for listening to one another during the actions, during decision making.
Yiga further reminded the councillors that the oath they had taken was in the name of God, with the swearing in with the Bible and other the Quran, meaning that all the action must be truthful and honest.
They do appropriate decision making that is involving, and they should always do monitoring, visit their constituents, pick their views, come in meetings, come to the town clerk's office and the chairman's office, share the views of their people.
Namugongo Division Town Clerk Joan Nalwega also encouraged Chairperson Moses Hauber to guide the councillors in implementing government programs. Congratulations and congratulations again. Nalwega handed Hauber copies of the Constitution of Uganda, the Local Government Act, the Council Administration Act, Office Guidelines, Official Council Attire. Moses Hauber urged councillors to put politics aside and focus on serving the people. During the ceremony, the councillors elected Julius Bulikano of NRM as their speaker. Councillors expressed hope that he would provide fair leadership without discrimination based on political affiliation, because he understands the needs of Namugongo Division.
To speak of the government projects that are coming, like the PDF, we have increased the budget to almost 800 million. So I want to encourage the people of Namugongo and South to really involve themselves in the project. Another thing.
David Owamani, Top TV News Night.
Moving forward tonight, the Kawempe Division Council has elected its speaker, and among the three contestants, Councillor Daniel Muyombwe, a 70-year-old, has emerged winner and was sworn in as the duly elected speaker of the council.
Mobile phones during the exercise because we want to ensure integrity, secrecy, and ensure that everything is done. At this point, I want to invite, is there any other nomination?
Under rules of procedure for KCCA, rule number 7, subsection 7, I stand here to nominate Mr. Muyombwe Daniel, a male councillor representing the older persons in Kawempe Division Urban Council.
And sub-rule 7, it gives me the mandate to nominate my candidate, who is part of this council. Your Honor, my candidate is born and raised from Tsowera. That is Kawempe 1 Parish, Kawempe Division. Your Honor, my candidate is a male Ugandan.
For sure, I've decided to second this man Sunda because he's capable, committed, and ready to serve. Thank you so much.
Muyombwe Daniel. Muyombwe. Daniel Muyombwe. Isuga Ismail.
Bring togetherness, work together as a team. Allow me at this juncture, dear honorable members, to give
And foremost, I give thanks to the Almighty God for the opportunity and guidance throughout this journey. I wish to sincerely thank the mighty party, that is NRM, National Resistance Movement.
Might be new in the council, but they are not new in the Kawempe Division. But even those who were in the previous council and the other councils, I can see quite a number of faces which were in the for the previous councils, Senior Kalisa, Mchala Wafe from Mulago, and others. Still, refreshing is not bad. We should get the induction as soon as we can.
Kawempe Division 2015 and 2016, and therefore he knows.
And huge loans, which makes you beggars at the end of the day, even before the middle of the term. And it makes you slaves of the institutions. My wise word to you, before you get that loan, first sit down. When you get that loan,
That's all for today on Newsnight with me, Ashamuya. Thank you for choosing Top TV and have a blessed night.